For the record, I just want you all to know that I am standing up on my platform underneath my desk. When I came, Senator Dean Johnson welcomed me to the state Senate and made me the president of the Short Senators Caucus. And when the sergeant saw that I was swimming in my chair to try to get to my desk because my feet couldn't touch the floor, they very promptly made me a footstool so I could rest my feet on it. And today I thought it'd be fitting for me to stand on that footstool as I give you my remarks. It's hard to believe how very fast time passes, and you blink and a decade has gone by. I am so proud and honored to have been the state senator from the east side of St. Paul for the last 9 years. It truly has been a privilege to be a member of this great and honorable institution. And it truly has been my privilege to be standing in this room among all of you for that time. My life has afforded me the opportunity to see the best of what Minnesota has to offer. Serving in the Minnesota Senate has given me the opportunity to have experiences and break down barriers that I never could have imagined. Over the last 9 years, I have been blessed to be surrounded by an extraordinary group of staff, supporters, and colleagues, all of whom have given me the strength and inspiration to keep fighting for Minnesota's future. I will always treasure their partnership, and I am forever grateful to my supporters for allowing me, seeing someone like me, worthy to represent them, to stand in their stead, to be their voice, and to represent their interests. I will forever be grateful for my supporters for allowing me to stand on their shoulders, as I have realized the greatest honor of my life is serving the people of St. Paul's East Side and the state of Minnesota. Above all, I am humbled by the sacrifices my family has made in support of my commitment to public service. Sacrifices that were amplified by the recent loss of my mother-in-law. Their love, their support, and sacrifices made these 10 years possible, and all I want to do is to dedicate the next decade to be about my family and my children's future. So the time has come to start a new chapter in my life, one that puts my family first, and it is with this new focus that of course, I am not seeking re-election to the Minnesota State Senate. But you all know that just because I'm not here, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to stay tuned in, and it doesn't mean that there aren't other paths and avenues for serving our great state and the people in this state. You know, the last couple of months, there's been a running conversation in this chamber about which of our members fit the cast and characters of Winnie the Pooh. And we all agree that there can't be a more fitting casting than Senator Van der Veer as Eeyore. In a way, I feel like Tiger. The most wonderful thing about tigers is that tigers are the most wonderful thing. They're bouncy, flouncy, trouncy, fun, fun, fun. The most wonderful thing about tigers, though, is that I'm the only one. And I am the only one. And I know that I will miss you all very much. And I know that you all know the things that I care deeply about. And I know in my heart that you will continue to fight the good fights on all the things that I believe in. And that I hope that my absence will leave a negative image in all of your minds of the people who may not be here, who may look like me, to be a physical reminder of all the wonderful people out there that we all represent. So I hope that that negative image may be a reminder to all of you that I will always be out there listening and watching the work that you all do here. And as a final thought, I was thinking about all the regrets that I will have in leaving all the wonderful people and the relationships that I have here. There is one that I think rises above all of those, and that's the regret that for almost a decade, even though I have been here that long, it obviously has not been long enough to deserve being memorialized in a mask by Senator John Marty. Therefore, I will make my own. I thank you all so much for the privilege of having served with all of you. It is an amazing thing. It is an incredibly amazing thing that for a refugee girl from the mountains of Laos to come to this country and to be able to get a good education, do the right thing, and get elected to the Minnesota State Senate. There can be no other greater symbolism of what the American dream represents or what American democracy stands for than the story that you all helped me write. So I thank you so much for the honor and the privilege to have served with all of you in this great institution.